question. Because most of the times there is an overlapping areas in skills and in the focus of these two terms. So yes, indeed, there is a difference between innovation management and change management. So let's start first with innovation management. It's a discipline that with a set of tools and techniques and processes that allow us to create or develop new products or services, also thinking about how to reinvent our service delivery, or creating new partnerships or new ways of creating the pricing as well. For the change management is another discipline, but it's more focused in the approach of how to, from a current state, let's say A, how to arrive to a state desired, which is B. So that is the difference. Then we have also other type of skills that may be overlapping, but are more focused or differentiated in them. But maybe you want to proceed that later. Okay, for an innovator, I will pick three, which are more related to the customer or user focus, because you need to be more into the visionary state of mind. Then problem solving, because you take it either like a problem and opportunity and how to deal with it. And the last one will be maybe into unlearn in order to learn. So that will be applied not only within the organization, but also how to learn from other competitor, which is mostly what they have been doing. But nowadays is what and how to learn from other industries. For example, if I am in food industry, maybe I can take something from banking industry or oil industry or vice versa, right? Then for the skills, or the top three skills for the change manager, I would say it's more into the employee focus, because the change manager should be able to understand what is happening with the situation, with their employees, with the way they are going to drive to manage the change, and to also avoid the resistance. Then second, it will be into the communication, a lot of communication skills, because it needs to really listen from the employees what they are questions or their problems or their internal issues, because most of the times they will asking what is in it for me, so I can really make that change happen. Otherwise, I will resist, not as an individual, as a team, and as the whole organization. And the third skill for a change manager, I think, will be into the coaching. It requires a lot of coaching. I would say that because change management implies more about the known, and this is one of the difference, because innovation is what we don't know. There's no certainty, there's something that we don't know, So it's more related to the vision. So the importance that change management has on innovation is actually how to reduce the resistance, or how the transition from that team, that individual, and that organization into that innovation space. If you take nature is where almost we have actually to mirror nature. Most of the changes happen every time. So it's a cycle, a continuous cycle of dying and rebirth. So it's a mix or a cycle of order and disorder. So if you take like a worm, right? It will go like in 3 stages, and that is my way of comparing to change management. No? First, it will like experiments. This is what we call the first stage. So there is experimentation. So you can say we can do this mantra: trial, fail, and again try, until you find something that allows you to define some parameters of new behavior, right? Then the second stage will be more into the, okay, now we need to improve. No? So how to maximize what we have. But improvement doesn't mean that always we'll keep on working, because it will only stay in that state as long as your environment is supportive to that improvement, no? To the maximization of that. So that's why we pass to the third stage, which is the properly denominated innovation. So here is where most of our industries nowadays, maybe especially the ones that are already growing, are there. So comparing to that worm that I told you, maybe the worm already is getting large, it's getting multiplied, but it cannot sustain or develop more than that, right? So it will come a time, like in any organization, that you already reach the ceiling, that there's no more space to grow, there is no more things or assets to acquire. So what you can do? Here comes innovation. And that is the importance of the change management associated to innovation. How to resist the changes, how to embrace the change that inevitably we will arrive to it. And with that, in the third stage, you will also think about some kind of two ways. For example, I'm already in this business, and I'm already grown. So what can we do? Okay, you call innovation consultant. You call the GIMI to certify everybody, but then you have at the same time to think, okay, what we will do to think of a new business within our business, no? So you call also the consultants like ShiftIN. It's not only tricky the differentiation between change management and innovation management. Mm-hmm. Only within innovation management, there's a lot of confusion among people, and here in GCC, that's why when we partner with the GIMI, we said we need to align everybody, because sometimes people think innovation is only to come with a creative idea, no, or a very disruptive idea. But we know that it's not only that. You can do some incremental change, and that is also innovation. And not only that, you don't need just to think about creation, but maybe you have many ideas but no invoice. There's not only one, maybe there are many things. I mean, UAE or most of the organizations, they are doing somehow fair enough. There is a lot of support from the leaders here, especially from Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Last year we have the whole year, the innovation year, called the innovation year. However, still when you go to some organizations, whatever, even if it's in public or private sector, they still are confused regarding what is really innovation. So the challenge are to align them in what it is and why it's important. Well, everybody knows now it's important because Sheikh Mohammed already said, okay, every organization, especially in the public sector, you have to have your innovation team, right? But there's also another challenge which comes with this. So actually it's in the organizational wise, okay? So sometimes they nominate an innovation person, okay, or that will run the innovation department. And what happened is that the rest of the organization, they said, oh, we don't deal with that. All the responsibility of innovation is yours, you innovation manager. Then the innovation manager sometimes is actually the marketing manager or the HR manager, some related to those areas. Okay, so but you know that innovation is not only related to marketing, it's not only related to the HR. No, innovation should be breathed by every single person in the organization, because actually you can only innovate if you understand your customer, and maybe the person that is in front of the desk talking with the customers, they can grasp more information on what we need to do to get more innovation, right? So this is one part of another challenge there. Maybe I would say another third challenge is if you go to the Global Innovation Index report, report of last year, you will see that in UAE they have very good strengths. For example, when it comes into the knowledge and technology, the ICT, and how to develop new business models. However, for the part of the intellectual property, trademarks, this kind of stuff, we are still lacking in that aspect as well. So yes, I think there's plenty of challenges, and one more related to change management, because we were focusing in that part as well. So the part or the challenge that is related to change management while driving an innovation here in UAE, it will be like there is a diverse nationalities here. So the diversity of people, no? So we have more than 200 nationalities here, so it really makes it more complicated to deal with. Maybe that is the biggest challenge for change management perspective here in UAE. So that I would say would be one of the biggest challenge for both. First, I will say every individual, every team, every organization should be aligned with what is innovation and all the steps into innovation management to actually execute. Because as part of the challenge that we were discussing is that, okay, we have a lot of knowledge, but still not very well grasped by everybody in the organization. So we also need people that really understand, or some people, especially the managers, that really knows how to go from the idea creation through all the process, set up the goal, the diverge, the connect the dots, the converge, and finally the actual execution, which is what is lacking or missing here in the region or in the UAE. So my suggestion will be align them. That's why part of our efforts with ShiftIN Partners, we decided to team up with the Global Innovation Management Institute, so we can have the certifications for everybody here in UAE, whether it's public or private sector. And from our side as ShiftIN Partners, we can really make some of their innovation strategy, really make it happen. And at the end, everybody will be happy, and everybody will be also having lots of money, and we can create also a better community and collaborative, something that really integrates. I think that's why I see ShiftIN Partners as a very good consultancy company to team up with GIMI, because we don't need to learn and understand from 40 years ago innovation. It's about of being collaborative and integrating other players, and that's where innovation also happens.
Great. Okay, Jenny, thank you so much. Anything else that you want to share with us?
Okay, yes. Maybe I have one last part. I would say, because we are relating innovation management to change management, I would say not all innovations, I would say not all change are innovation, right? However, every single innovation is a change. So yes, we need to understand both, and we have to have people that understands both things and can integrate them. To be or not to be, and I always choose to be Jenny Tsuboyama. I've been dealing like a lawyer in my country, which is Peru. My roots are also from Japan, and now I am living in Middle East, in UAE, Dubai. I've been also traveling through different countries like South Korea or Tunisia, and I've been doing a little bit of public policy and smart government, dealing with smart government issues, as well as legal backgrounds. Here I am dealing more, trying to reinvent myself, all related to business development and consultancy in strategy and innovation with ShiftIN Partners.